Well, hello, it's Tiffany from Daisy Farm Crafts, and today I'm going to do a tutorial for you for our, I think I'm going to call this the Daisy Farm Diamond Weave Blanket. It is a variation of my ribbed V-stitch blanket, but since the little post stitching are offset, it really kind of had a diamond appearance to me. You know, you can see the little diamonds here and there. So anyway, diamond weave is what we're going to call it. I have used 8 skeins of Bernat Bundle Up for this. I made it a throw size. It is 4 feet by almost 6 feet. Really nice throw size, but you can make it any size that you want. I'll give you the pattern repeat. I did use a 5.5 millimeter hook. So really basic, beginner friendly. If you've got the double crochet stitch mastered, you can make this beautiful throw. There's no border. The edges look beautiful. We'll end. I'm actually not quite done with the last couple of rows here, but the bottom and the top just look great. It's just beautiful. So anyway, let's get started with this really great tutorial. All right, all you need to do is start with a chain that is any even number. So for this demonstration and a good practice swatch, we are going to chain 20. Now, for the blanket that I did, I chained 150. Okay, I have 20 chains on my hook here. And our first row will just be the start of the V-stitch. So we're going to begin in the 4th chain from the hook with 2 double crochets. Now we will skip the next chain space and double crochet 2 times into the next. So skip 1 chain, work 2 double crochets into the next chain. Now let's repeat that across the row. Skip 1, 2 double crochets into the next one. Now, when you just have 2 chains left, work 1 double crochet into the final chain. Now, chain 2 and turn your work. And let's work our first row of V-stitch. So the chain 2 is going to count as the first double crochet of the row. And we are going to come over here and split the 2 double crochets apart and insert our hook in between them and work 2 double crochets. So we're splitting apart those double crochets in the previous row to kind of turn them into a V. It gets more pronounced as the different rows as we keep building the blanket. So skip 2, work in between the set of double crochets from the previous row. Now work across the row in this manner. All right, so I worked 2 double crochets into that last set of double crochets, and I have the 3 chains from the very first start, and I will just reach my hook under there and work my final double crochet. Every row always ends with 1 double crochet. Chain 2, and the reason why I'm chaining 2 instead of 3 is that I wanted to keep the edge of the blanket nice and neat and not too gapey, and a chain 3 sort of was too many chains, so I'm just doing the chain 2. Okay, let's work on our first set to begin what looks like a diamond weave. We will work front post double crochet around the first double crochet and front post again around the second double crochet. And now I'm going to reach around and pop the post out to the back of my work and work a back post double crochet and work back post double crochet around the second of that double crochet. Okay, now repeat. We're just alternating back and forth. 2 front post double crochets and 2 back post double crochets. So I insert my hook back and pop that post to the back of my work. Okay, now depending on the number of chains that you began with, you may end on 2 back post double crochets, you may end with 2 front post double crochets. It does not matter. Make sure you just finished with 1 double crochet around the turning chains. Chain 2 and turn your work. And now we are going to go back and repeat the pattern from row 2 and just work the V-stitch in between the set of double crochets from the previous row, even if they were front post or back post. And that is how we get this little diamond look. Now there's 1 more row of pattern after this, and then you'll be repeating. Okay, I just worked my last set of V-stitch, and don't forget to do your 1 double crochet around the turning chains. Chain 2 and turn your work. Now we go back to the ribbed row, but if you see that you have started with the front post down here from the other row, we're going to work the opposite. So now we're going to begin with back post double crochet around the first 2 double crochets. And front post. So this is what is going to be repeating going forward. It's 1 row of V-stitch, and then you're going to be working opposite every time of the direction of the post stitches. And that is how we get these little, what we're calling like a diamond weave look. Okay, I'm not gonna forget to do my one double crochet. Always remember that, around the turning chains. Chain 2 and turn. This would be the V-stitch row. Okay, I just worked that whole row with V-stitch, worked my last double crochet, chain 2. I'm going to turn, and now I look down and I'm basically starting over. I did back post double crochet in the previous, so now I'm beginning with front post double crochet. So that's the only row that you're going to be alternating the direction of how you start, so that these little diamonds become offset of each other and you really start to get the coolest texture for your blanket. Now, a lot of people will ask me, does this work with different yarn? Absolutely. You could use a different yarn, a worsted weight yarn. This is worsted weight, I believe, a 4. But you could use acrylic. This is polyester. I do love Bundle Up though, because it's got just a little bit of bounce and stretch to it, elasticity, and it's super soft and it's very lightweight. So you'll get a much heavier blanket with using heavier weight yarn, but of course go up a hook size. With a pattern repeat of any even number, you can make this blanket any size you'd like. But I do just encourage you to make a practice swatch so you can see how the yarn is working out. Make sure you have the right hook size. Make sure it's not too tight, because you don't want a really super heavy blanket. This is a nice throw. Let me show you the blanket again. I'm so excited to just finish up my last skein here. I'm not putting a border. I think the border, the blanket looks great without it. I think I said that before already. So, but here is this gorgeous, gorgeous texture. And oh my gosh, I love this blanket so much. I've never made anything for myself. I am keeping this one. This is for me. This is going on my family room sofa, and I cannot wait to use this. So anyway, thanks you guys for stopping by. Good luck with your project. I know you're gonna love this so much. That extra row of the V-stitch just really gives you the nice break that you need in between making all the post stitches. So anyway, all right, we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by.